Now we are going to move into our lower body workout. Now we are going to move into a brisk walk. This is going to be a low to moderate intensity exercise. You're going to work out and walk for as long as 5 minutes at a good pace. Try not to stop walking and just keep a good pace the entire time. To begin, we are going to do the fire hydrant exercise. First, get down on your hands and knees with your wrists under your shoulders and your knees hip width apart. Keeping the knee bent, raise one leg up and out to the side until it's level with your hip. Then return to the starting position and repeat, and then switch legs. Now we are going to do the 90-90 hip switch exercise. Start by sitting on the floor with your hands behind your back, sitting in a comfortable position while keeping your chest up. From here, you're going to position your right leg so it extends in front of your body, your outer thigh against the floor. This puts your hip in an external rotation. Then from here, you're going to bend your right knee at 90 degrees angles so your calf is parallel to your torso, and your outer knee and your outer calf should be resting on the floor. Keep your right foot out relaxed and straight, toes pointing away. Now lift your left with your left leg. It should extend off to your left side with your inner thigh resting against the floor. As you might have guessed, this position pulls your hip into an internal rotation. Bend your left knee at 90-degree angle. Then you will leave your lower leg pointing straight back and away from your buttocks. Your inner knee and your inner calf should be against the floor. Keep your left foot relaxed and straight. Your toes will point to the left with both legs in proper position, and repeat until you have reached your adequate amount of reps. Now we are going to move into the windshield wiper exercise. To begin, you're going to lie on your back with your arms straight out to the side with your palms up. Then, from here, you're going to lift your legs. You could either bend your knees at 90 degrees or keep your legs straight up in the air. From that position, you're going to rotate the hips to one side without letting the legs touch the floor. Then lift your legs and return to the starting position. Rotate the hips to the opposite side and repeat until the set is complete. Now, we are going to move into the tandem stance balance workout. To begin, you're going to place your right heel in front of your left front toe. You're going to hold this position, working on balance for 30 seconds for 2 sets on each side. And essentially what you're going to do, you're going to work with your posture, keeping your head forward, shoulders nice and relaxed, back straight, and you're going to hold it until the duration of the workout. Next, we're going to move into the goblet box squat. Biggest thing here is to find adequate dumbbell weight and an adequate box or bench to reach right behind below your knees where you are able to bend at 90 degrees. Once you have found those things, first select a dumbbell, position it at your chest height with one hand and under each edge of the dumbbell. Then take a deep breath and descend simultaneously, pushing the hips back, bend the knees. Once your glutes touch the box behind, reverse the movement back up, keep your abs braced, and drive your feet through the floor. Drive back to the starting position and repeat for the desired number of repetitions. Next, we're going to move into the dumbbell RDLs. First, we're going to assume a standing position with your feet shoulder width apart and hold the dumbbells with your palms facing inward. Then engage your core, bring your shoulder blades together, keep your chest held high. With a slight bend in your knees, hinge at the waist with the straight back and lower the weights towards the ground. You should feel a deep stretch in your hamstrings as your hips move backwards. Now, reverse the motion as you return to the standing position and squeeze your glutes. Maintain tightness in your core and repeat. Now we're going to move into dumbbell step-ups. First, grab adequate dumbbell weights, then grab a box. You're going to set up in front of the box, which is approximately 8 to 12 inches off the ground, holding both dumbbells, and initiate the exercise by stepping on the riser with one leg while driving through the front foot and extending the knee. As you simultaneously stand up, you're going to drive the other knee and slowly lower back to the starting position and repeat for the desired number of repetitions. Next, we're going to do an elevated calf raise. To begin, position the body at a dorsiflex position where your balls of your feet are elevated. Then from here, you're going to raise your heels slowly, keeping your knees extended but not locked. Pause for 1 second when you're standing as much as to the tip of your toes as you can. Then lower your heels back to the ground, returning to the starting position. Now we're going to move into the Captain Morgan exercise. It is an isometric exercise that is working the most external hip. The stance leg, the leg on the ground, is the one doing almost all the work. What you're going to do is you're going to drive your foot into the ground and squeeze your glutes to push into the wall. Think of your hips as a teeter-totter. You'll want to drive up your hip that is up on the wall and up into the wall as well. This will cause the hip on your stance leg to be relatively lower than the one in the wall, and it'll be doing most of the work. Now, following the assault bike. First, you're going to position the seat about hip width standing next to it. Then you're going to hop onto the seat, sit nice and tall, head forward, and you're just going to pedal for as hard and as fast as you need to go, and for however how long you need to go. And there are arm positionings to help you push as well if needed. Now we are going to move into some static stretching. To begin, lie on your back with your legs extended and back straight. Keep your hips level and your lower back down on the floor. Bend your right knee and hug your knee towards your chest, placing hands on the right leg. Then breathe deeply and hold this position for 10 to 30 seconds. Now relax and lower the knee to the starting position and repeat on the opposite side. Now we're going to move into a modified hip flexor stretch. First, you're going to position yourself down on one knee. Then the front leg is just going to extend forward while keeping your heel on the floor. You're going to move forward as much as you can until you feel that stretch. Once you feel that stretch, you're going to hold it for a count of 30 seconds and then switch legs. Now we're going to move into a regular hip flexor stretch. To begin, you're going to position yourself just as you did for the modified one, down on one knee with one leg in front. Then from here, you're going to extend back, straighten out that back leg, making sure that your front leg remains contact with the floor, keeping your heel down on the floor, chest up, and head straight. You're going to hold it for a count of 30 seconds. Now we're going to do a standing quad stretch. To begin, you could either stand near a wall or a piece of sturdy exercise equipment for support, or you could just balance up on one leg. You're going to grasp your ankle and gently pull the heel up and back until you feel a stretch in the front of your thigh. Tighten your stomach and muscles to prevent your stomach from sagging outward, and keep your knees close together. Hold for about 30 seconds and switch legs and repeat.